example of a first home visit. There are many things to do to get ready to go on a first home visit. This is an example that will help walk you through the steps so that you can feel prepared on your first home visit. First of all, safety is a big concern, so whenever I park when I'm going to visit, I always make sure I lock my valuables in my vehicle and make sure that they're not visible. I also take my cell phone with me and put it on silent so that if there ever was a concern, I could reach someone. Also, with my vehicle, I never give a patient a ride, even if they ask for it, to any appointment. That is very important to remember. All right, there's a paper called How to Prepare for Your First Home Visit. I've gone through this point by point and made sure that I was ready looking at each of these points. I've gone through and made sure I have all the things I need to bring. My stethoscope and blood pressure cuff and everything inside my bag, drug book, my name badge, my watch, that my hair is tied back, and that I'm dressed appropriately according to clinical requirements. So now I am ready. I have done the list of things to do on your first home visit ahead of time, making sure that I know ahead of time what I want to do in my visit so that I make sure that I cover all the points I want to. I also brought this with me so that if for some reason I am not sure what to do next, I can take a minute and look at it and check to make sure I'm keeping on track. Thank you. Let's go on our first visit. Hello, Mr. Hagley?
Hello, yes.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Just call me Lowell.
Lowell, nice to meet you. I'm Christine Follett. I'm a nursing instructor from Union College. I'm the one that made this appointment for our first visit today since you've been out of the hospital.
Okay.
Is it okay to
Oh,
come in?
please come on in, yes.
Thank you. Would you like me to take off my shoes?
No, I don't think you need to do that.
Okay, no problem. Do you remember the reason for the visits?
Well, I was in the hospital recently, so I suppose you're checking up on me to see if I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. Is that right?
That is right.
Yeah. Well, let's go on into the kitchen.
Okay, sounds good. Is it okay to set my bag?
Oh, sure, please.
Okay, great, thank you.
Looks heavy.
Yes. It's got lots of stuff in here. We always put a drape down just because it's policy. We don't want to bring anything into your home by accident, so we just put that down. Where's the best place I could wash my hands?
Oh, probably right over here. See?
All right. Thanks.
You brought your own paper towels.
Yeah. That's part of it. You just never know what's going to be available, so it's good to be prepared. My own trash bag. All right. Oh, I see these pictures here. Who are these lovely people?
These are my 3 sons, and this is my granddaughter, Sydney.
Oh, fantastic. How old is Sydney?
Sydney had just turned 9 for that shot. She lives here in Lincoln,
Okay.
and so we get to see her somewhat. In fact, maybe you know her mother. She's a nurse also.
Yes, I think I do know her. Tracy is a
That's right.
great coworker of mine.
Well, we enjoy having your granddaughter here in town. So how long have you been doing home nurse visits like this?
Oh, I started many years ago,
Okay.
back in Chattanooga.
This is a first for me.
area. Yeah, is that right? Well, excellent. What I'll plan to do is over the next 8 weeks, I'll visit for about 45 minutes to an hour each week. And during those visits, we'll be doing some health assessments. And then we'll also be using those to focus in on what is the best way for you to reach your own health goals. But we'll talk more about that later. Where's the best place for us
Probably
to
right over here
sit?
at the table.
Okay.
That work as well as
Excellent.
anything.
Today, since this is our first visit, I'll have to get a consent form signed and then get some basic information from you. Then I'd like to take your blood pressure and your pulse. And then I would like to go over your questions about your health since you left the hospital, review some health goals that you'd like to maybe look towards doing. And then if there's time at the end, I'd like to go over your medications with you.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
Not that I can think of right now.
Okay, excellent. Let's go ahead and do the consent form then first. It's here. I've pre-filled out some information already that I have so far, and then it just needs your signature and date here. But it just says, I give permission to Christine Follett to visit in my home for health promotion purposes. We will agree on the days and times of the visits over the next 2 months. I am aware that I may end this experience at any time by calling the nursing faculty person listed below, and its information is right here. So if you could just please sign there and date.
I thought this was going to be one of those HEPA things that you sign all the time in the hospital.
Oh yeah, those privacy things,
Yeah.
yeah. I have to sign those,
Oh, okay.
yes, to make sure that I will not share your information.
That
Okay.
good?
Yes, this is gonna be my copy,
Hmm.
and then this is for you to keep.
Okay.
And you can go ahead and sign here as well if you'd like, but mostly I want you to have this for this information in case you need to call.
Okay.
So I'd like to just give you this file folder that I have put together because I'm going to be giving you some other papers as we go along. It's just nice to keep things organized. All right, so that's the consent form. Next is the family identification information. I've
Okay.
pre-filled out some information if you could just double check that it's all right.
Looks good.
Okay. And then this asks everybody who's living in your house.
Oh, okay.
So I've got here, I don't have your birth date though.
You want me to fill that in then?
I'll go ahead and fill it in if you want to just let me know.
Okay, February 8,
Okay.
1941.
Okay. And then anyone else in the house?
My wife,
Okay. And her name?
Elaine.
And her birth date?
February 10.
Wow, 2 days apart.
That's right.
And then,
1945.
okay, just a few years off. And she is your,
Wife.
okay. Emergency contact.
Probably Dr. Dwayne Lenhart.
Okay. Is he your current doctor?
He is.
So then I will just use this information down here where it's asking about your provider as well.
Okay. I have his phone number if you need it. Or do you
Okay.
have all that?
I do not. I would love to get his information if you have it with
I
you.
don't. All I have is the phone number. I think.
Okay, that's perfect.
I'll try to find it while you're doing something else.
No problem.
I don't have his phone number.
Okay. Well, that's all right. I can get that from you at the next visit. How's that sound?
That's okay.
What insurance do you have?
I'm retired, so I
Okay.
have the government insurance.
Medicare?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And do you use any community support services such as physical therapy or home health, even churches, various churches?
Well, I have a church I attend regularly, but
You
it's
attend
not,
church,
not for
okay.
health. I didn't think I
Okay.
had any health problems until this last visit.
Okay. Well, I'll just mark it down as a possible support
Okay.
for you. Which one do you attend?
College View Seventh-day Adventist,
Okay.
near, you know where Union College is, of course, right
Yes.
across the street.
Okay. Excellent. Perfect. Well, that is complete then. All right. I'm ready to take your blood pressure. Is it okay to use this arm right here?
Do you want me to move over?
I think you're good right there.
When I was a kid, I thought it was like water pressure. The higher, the better.
The higher the better. That's awesome. Okay. All right. Excellent blood pressure.
Good.
120/70.
Mm.
That's very good. How has your blood pressure normally been?
It's been running about like that.
Is that
I
right?
can get it home.
Do you take any medications for blood pressure?
A little bit, not a lot.
Okay. How about your last doctor's visit, and then tell me about what that went, and then how about your whole hospital experience and what that led you to?
Well, when I went into the hospital, I took my blood pressure, and as I say, it was about like this. And
Mhm.
maybe it's because of the little medicine I do take, it's low dosages. But anyway, that was pretty good. But actually, I was feeling kind of dizzy and shaky and nauseous a bit.
Oh.
And so it turns out they think it may be diabetes,
Ooh,
which is a
okay.
little scary.
Scary for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that it can be really scary to look at managing, you know, something that you haven't had to manage before.
Not before. Mhm.
Yeah, excellent. What worries you the most about having diabetes?
Well, will it stabilize or will it get worse, I guess?
Okay, yeah, excellent. Are you having to take anything for your
Uh,
diabetes?
you mean
since
medicine?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me look. I keep
Okay,
all that
sure.
stuff on my phone. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Metformin, is that
Okay.
right?
Yep,
Metformin,
Mhm.
500 milligram,
Okay.
and that's 2 times a day.
Okay. And you started that just a week ago?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I think that's the 18th. Good. How has that been working for you?
I think pretty good. I have this glucometer. Is that,
Oh, you've got a glucometer. Okay,
Yeah.
excellent.
and
How has that been going? You check your sugars every so often?
Yeah.
How many times a day do you check your sugars?
Couple, 2-3 times a day.
Okay, all right,
And
good.
it's been ranging somewhere between about 90 and 230.
Okay.
Now you look startled at the 230.
Well, it doesn't surprise me since that's what they told you in the hospital was about diabetes.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I'm just
I
curious.
had some ice cream.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You had some ice cream. All right. Well, I guess that could do that.
It
Yeah.
must be it because it
Yeah.
was lower normally until I had the ice cream and that kind of
Yeah.
sweets and some cookies.
Okay.
I call it sustenance.
Yes. Well, I kind of hear that you're worried about your health, and I'm just wondering, you know, since we're here doing these visits, what do you feel like you would like to work on for your health goal?
Well, probably not giving in to the ice cream, things like that.
Okay.
Watching my starches and just the diet in particular, just see if I keep it balanced.
Okay.
Get a good exercise program and maintain it.
Okay.
I think would be helpful.
Okay, excellent. Well, that's a great goal to have. It sounds like multiple goals and kind of maybe overwhelming for you right now. I kind of hear that. How about if you had to just pick one small baby step as your first little goal to work on just in this next week till my next visit with you next Friday? What might that be?
Probably cut down sweets.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that does affect your blood pressure,
Lock
your
the
blood
cabinet,
sugar.
Lock the cabinet over there.
Okay. Yeah. If you wanted to really target with that goal, because it's an excellent goal, I think it might be easier if you had some alternative things that you could snack on that would satisfy your taste buds but not jump your sugars up.
Probably.
What kind of things do you like that?
I'm going to have to search the web probably a little bit, because
Okay.
obviously I'm still eating the ice cream.
Yes. Yeah.
Carrots don't quite do it.
Okay. What about popcorn or nuts?
Yeah,
Do you like those?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I don't know if you're a sweet tooth. You might like chocolate sometimes too. I don't know what you like.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you had to pick one of those, what would be kind of your favorites out of popcorn and nuts? And
Probably the nuts.
the nuts. Okay. All right. Well, how about this? If you wanted to do that goal and you kept some nuts on hand where you normally would stock your other things, and then work on doing nuts rather than ice cream or whatever, then we could, next week, I could research some more maybe meals and snack ideas that are diabetic friendly and bring those to show you. Also check your sugars since then to see how that plan has been working for you. Work on an exercise goal maybe for next week.
That's all been kind of sudden, so I have
Yeah.
a lot to think about.
Yeah. I'd like to also do a little bit more thorough physical exam
Okay.
next week if that's all right. How does that sound for plan-wise for you?
It's a good start.
It's a good start?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome. I like it. You created your own health goal just now.
Oh, thank you.
That's excellent. And that's where it starts, is with your own choices, and that's an excellent choice. Tell me about your morning meal. What do you normally have for breakfast?
Cereal with probably almond milk.
Cereal with
and,
almond milk?
Maybe a slice of whole wheat bread with peanut butter, something like that. Some fruit.
Okay. All
Something
right.
like
Yeah, the peanut butter and the bread combined, especially with the peanut butter, having the protein is a good choice. If you could add some protein to that, maybe like having a boiled egg would be really good, instead of maybe so much of the cereal, which is the high carbohydrate that tends to raise blood sugar. So we could talk more about
Okay.
that too, but it's something you could try. Right now, let's just stick to doing the nuts for
Good.
the ice cream. Let's do that trade out and see how that works.
Good.
Okay, awesome. I'm gonna write down your goal right on your calendar for next week. I've got a blank calendar here with all of our visits. Does Fridays work good for you at 1:30?
fine. Mhm.
Okay, so then I'll just put in 1:30 over the next few weeks. So then it looks like our last visit will be September 11th.
Okay.
So you'll have worked on many goals by then, it looks like. But I really like the one you've done so far, because we have to keep it simple.
And if for
Easy
some reason
enough,
I
yeah.
have to miss one of these, do we do it a different day or what?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What you'll do is that number that's on the consent form, you just call that
Okay.
number and we'll reschedule.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. So goal for this week, what did you tell me?
Less ice cream, more nuts.
Okay.
Or less sweets, maybe.
Okay. We'll write that too. Okay. Excellent. Well, it's been really nice meeting you. I look forward to working with you over the next few weeks. And again, just call and let me know if anything comes up. I'll be calling you on Thursdays
Okay.
just to make sure that we're still good for our Friday appointment. Okay.
Well, it's nicer meeting
Thank
here than in the
you.
hospital.
Yes.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.